convention. Carl, the photos you took of me were great. County Cullen, I love your poems. They're beautiful, divine. They're almost as good as mine. Mr. O'Neill, pleasure to meet you too. I'm Zora Neale Hurston. Oh, Fanny Hurst. Have you found a secretary to replace me yet? Good. Oh, you want me to come upstate with you? Well, sure. You're the one paying for my company. Oh, Carl, another picture? Another story? All right, this one is called How the Negro Got His Color. Way back when, you couldn't tell who was who, because everybody was the same, neutral. Then one day God said, it's time to give the people some diversity. So he went and got Gabriel and said, Gabriel, I want you to go round up the nations. I'm ready to give the people their colors. So Gabriel went down to find the nations, and one by one, God was giving them their colors. He told one group, y'all red, and they turned red. He told another group, you're yellow, and they turned yellow. Down the line, he went one by one, giving them their colors. Then he realized one group was missing. He said, Gabriel, I thought I told you to get the people here by 7 a.m. He said, I did, sir God. I told them to be here. Well, it's 12 p.m. I got a lunch date with Mrs. God, and she told me not to be late. Go get her. So Gabriel went searching and searching until he found these people sleeping under the tree of life. Now, he told them, get up, go get your colors. God is ready for you. So they went up to God's throne, pushing and carrying on. I want my colors. I want my colors. God told them to get back. Get back. They misunderstood him and thought he said get black. Get black. And they've been black ever since. Step on the pin bent. That's the way the story went. At those parties, I heard Chinese lies from the Chinese, Jewish lies from the Jewish, and Polish lies from the Polish. But when I told a darky lie, those pseudo-intellectual colors had a big fit. It wasn't nothing but fun. Folk tales, that's all. They wanted negativity. That's what was selling. The poor, oppressed, hopeless Negro. Now we have the power, we just don't know it. Y'all know Richard? Everyone loved Richard Wright. He said my book, Their Eyes Were Watching God, carried no theme, no message, and no thought. It is not addressed to the Negro, but to the white chauvinistic audience that she knows how to satisfy. Richard was confused. I told him I'd write about my experience in Eatonville, Florida, a town that is self-governed, has no jails, and colored businesses. I write about what makes a man do so and so, and I use folklore to get my point across. Shakespeare did the same things, and he's considered a literary genius. Now, of course, racism exists. It's our songs, our language, and our dances that keep us going. He said I was counter-revolutionary. I said, nigga, please. I went to one of my supporters and I said, Langston, they're talking about me again. Oh, write a play? Well, I just finished a short story, The Bone of Contention. And music and maybe a better name. What's good, Langston? Mule Bone. But we needed money. I went to see Miss Charlotte Osgood Mason, who was known to give money to colored artists. She lived in a beautiful penthouse. She had all types of ethnic artifacts all over the walls. She looked at me for a long time and then she finally said, Zora, sit down.
Zora, sit down.
There she is.
Sit on the footstool. I want you to look at me. I heard so much about you. Langston tells me you're an anthropologist as well as a writer, and you have studied at college. It's probably a struggle for you to keep up with the rest of the students.
No, look.
Hush. I already know what you're thinking. It would be advantageous for you to keep it to yourself. I know what you want. The drum, the root, the spirit. I want it too. You need me, Zora. The Negro needs me. Negro folklore is dying. It is slowly being entangled in the webs of the phonograph records and picture shows. It's losing its authenticity. Wouldn't you agree? Hush. Look at my artifacts. African, Indian, and Mexican. I have a deep appreciation for primitive culture. I want to add the American Negro to my collection. Although I already have Langston and other Negroes' works in my possession, their work is too refined. You see, the Negro has evolved because of slavery, so their primitive purity is slowly being tarnished. I want that purity before it disappears. The uncivilized has a spiritual connection to nature. God has placed me on earth to preserve that spirituality. Zora, look at me. I am the mother of the earth, the provider, the nurturer of the primitive race. I've been watching you. My eyes are everywhere. You are the child of the earth, so trustworthy. I've decided to make you one of my children. You will go and collect Negro folklore. You will receive $200 a month, a car. You are to keep an account of every item. I mean every item. From your hair grease to your silk stockings. I have complete control of all your documents. Sign the contract, Zora. Zora, one of the major rules that all my children must comply with is to not let anyone know that I have given money to them. One more thing. You mustn't call me Miss Mason or Charlotte. Or my children address me as godmother.
Mulebone would have to wait. This was my only chance to go study folklore, and nothing or no one was gonna stop me. But not again. Godmother wants me to go. What do you mean I can't go? You get to leave for work and I can't? I am working. Bubba, don't give me no ultimatums. I will stay home when I want to stay home. Divorce? Well, fine, Herbert. Just remember, you'll never find a woman to play doctor like me. I went straight down south. My name is Laura. That there is my car, Sassy Sue. Just left Polk County, headed down to Eatonville. Actually, I'm a bootlegger. The police been on my back. I said I would lay low so they could, get up off me. Hey, y'all look mighty tired. How about we round up some folks and then afterwards we can go play some music and tell some lies. Yeah? That's right. of one of the locals. Something good did come out of this. I've collected an abundance of material. The blues, children's rhymes, and the dozens. I have it all. I studied the enunciations and dialects, enclosed as a sample. You mustn't tell anyone, including Godmother. She wants to review it before anyone else does. In all fairness, she has the right, with or without the contract. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Oh, Langston, I'm so excited that I haven't begun to write Mulebone, but ideas are swirling in my head. I'll be in New York later this week to get additional money from Godmother. After that, it's New Orleans. Voodoo is in the air. Zora. The foundation, the water that keeps me going. Godmother, my eyes are cloudy. Please clear them. My soul is thirsty. Please water my soul. My Godmother, my friend, my teacher. I need money, please. Dear Langston, since I received additional money from Godmother, I've been able to resume my research. I've been initiated into 5 different ceremonies and have become a voodoo doctor. In one ceremony, I lay naked on a couch for 3 days. I had a rattlesnake skin placed across my navel. No food. Only a pitcher of water placed near my head so my soul would not be thirsty and wander away. I had dreams of lightning beneath my feet. Hoodoo has the power to heal, kill, and make you fall in love. This contract between Godmother and me is really racking my nerves. As soon as I get back to New York, we can start on Mulebone. Langston, ain't no stopping us now. Well, Godmother rented us a room. It was the 3 of us. Langston, the typist, and me. We were working on another draft. And Langston, a girl shouldn't be the center of the argument. It'll be better if a turkey remains the root of the argument. Fine, we'll take the turkey out. Now, where's the typist? Talking to whom? A producer. She's managing our play. Well, what would make you think I would want a typist managing my play? It was based on my short story, The Bone of Contention. Langston, a 5-year-old knows more about theater than she does. We went back and forth for days. This was really becoming the bone of contention. Now, Langston, how dare you accuse me of stealing the play? I gave the script a call. I did not know he would be giving it to a theater to be produced. You're the liar. You and your typist are negotiating business behind my back. It is too true. Snake. You're a thief and Godmother agrees. That's why I had her drop you. Langston, don't play with me. I risked my life collecting Negro folklore, and I'll risk my life to say it. The play was never finished, and we never spoke to each other again. I went straight to the Caribbean. Make sure you have a large bowl. Now, the Caribbean were mysterious and exotic. The men, women, and children are pure and untapped. My research in voodoo led me straight to the Caribbean, where it all made sense. 5 bay leaves. Before I left, I met him. My true love. Younger, 20 years. People stopped and pointed, but we didn't care. I rocked his cradle and he rocked my rocking chair. 3 lumps of sugar. First stop, Jamaica. What you want with the Maroons, career woman? You think you a man? Them don't talk to no one, go home, Yankee. Well, despite the Jamaicans' feeble attempts to dissuade me, I live with the Maroons in the Compound Mountains. Now, the Maroons were descendants of African slaves who held on to the memory of African gods and rituals. Great powers. I once witnessed the chief medicine man silence 1,000 frogs using the power of his mind. Oh. Black pepper. All I could think about was him. He knew I loved my work more than anything. Go to the Caribbean, he said, I felt nothing but love. Tall, dark, handsome, and so damn brilliant. His mouth tasted like the juice of a mango. And his arms were so strong, they lifted me up. Oh, and his back arched like a wave crashing into the shore. And what a man. Pinch a nutmeg. I went deeper and deeper into the world of it was the beginning before any other religion. Haiti was entrenched with it, and I became mesmerized with it. When the clock struck midnight, I went hunting for black cats in the cemetery for sacrificial ceremony. I participated in rituals that I dare not speak of. I once met a walking zombie who died 29 years earlier. Rituals, sacrifices, herbs. I had access to an assortment of plants that science had no idea could cure the ailments of the world. Red pepper. I left Haiti immediately. My love, my darling, they tried to poison me. If I stayed any longer, they would be sure to succeed the next time. Marriage? Well, I love you, but I do. Vinegar. Roots. That's what he told the judge. I was out to get him. Your Honor, this is ludicrous. Yes, I studied superstitious beliefs, but it was for my work, nothing more. Add the pig feet. He bust out Joanna. Her book, Their Eyes Were Watching God, was about me. I want my share of the royalties. What good is a wife if she's living in different parts of the world? Besides, I'm only 23. You aren't the only young buck that came my way. Stir the ingredients until the lumps are gone. He who has stolen my heart lifted me up on a pedestal only to be duped. Your Honor, I just want you to grant this divorce. May his tongue reveal his true spirit, the low-life devil that he is. The judge pounded the gavel, and the divorce was granted. Stop knocking on my door like that, or you'll end up like me, dead. I never did finish telling the story of the gardenia. Well, a young woman came by looking for my grave, but it was in a mess because the caretaker wasn't doing his job. So she began calling out my name. Zora, where are you, Zora? Zora! Well, I became irritated and I threw a bug at her. The bug bounced off a tree, hit a leaf, and landed on my grave. Now, I thought I scared her away because she left. But then she came back with a headstone that said, Zora Neale Hurston, genius of the South. And she placed flowers on my grave and said, thank you. Her name is Alice Walker. I have jumped at the sun and bathed in its shining rays of light. I have laughed, I have danced, I have cried, but I have no regrets. I have lived a thoroughly fulfilling life. However, there's one incident I would like to disappear. I am not a mad, perverted woman who was a counter-revolutionary nor a sellout, but a writer and a scientist. Can I help you, officer? Yes, I'm Zora Neale Hurston. Under arrest? On what charges? That's insane! No, you may not come in my apartment. Leave me alone! I said don't touch me! Not the handcuffs.